Ladies and gentlemen, Trump's going to get reelected.
Boom. They are all waking up to the truth.
Finally.
Trump 2024.
Listen, we've been saying this on Verbal on Life. Either you like it or not, people are waking up.
Little by little, they're all waking up to the reality of things. We are living in some chaotic times, and we're going to need Donald Trump to figure this out and solve all the problems. In this video, we're going to take a look at Stephen A. Smith giving his opinion of whether we should vote for Trump or not.
All right. Welcome to Verbal on Life. Please hit the button, subscribe. You know what to do.
Donald Trump's going to be the next president of the United States. If this kind of stuff that I'm reading continues to happen in American cities, Donald Trump is a shoo-in for re-election.
I love the fact that they're all waking up, something that we already knew. We need Trump in office because what's happening right now in our cities is chaotic.
Yeah.
Even if he's a convicted felon. Now, that's a damn shame. But somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it. Did you read the story coming out of New York City? Did you read it? Involving Mayor Adams, Eric Adams, who I'm a fan of, by the way. I like him. But I don't like the story that I read over the weekend. And I think it's a story that can't be ignored. And it's talking about how $53 million in prepaid credit cards are in the process of being distributed.
Another celebrity, rapper 50 Cent, upset over a plan in New York City to spend $53 million by giving migrant families prepaid credit cards. The rapper says it makes no sense. And guess what? It might even motivate him to vote for Donald Trump.
Forget COVID money. We got some
EBT
credit card money coming our way.
And after this, I don't want to hear it that there's not enough money to do things. Like they're borrowing money to give to the migrant, to the illegal migrant. Let's be clear. So I don't want to hear that the city or the government doesn't have any money because they're giving it away.
What have you seen being this close? I mean, your store literally backs up to the Roosevelt Hotel. Right. What have you witnessed?
It's really horrible. Horrible with children, kids, babies, mothers, fathers sitting on the floor. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Somebody just spilled the beans. Somebody fucked up. Somebody got to explain where this money come from.
And so I know that on the first brush, you look at it and say, oh, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're giving people cars? But once you dig into the numbers and in the line, you'll see that this was a smart policy shift that we're doing on a pilot project with 500 people. If this is successful, we're going to expand it even more so that we can bring down, we got to bring down the cost. 20% we want to bring down the cost, and their team are doing their job. So I told 50 Cent to hit me up.
Hey.
Because we got you got a $34 trillion debt that needs to get paid.
The country is getting into more and more debt, only to help who? People that are breaking the law, illegal migrants.
And I'm going to keep saying it, and I don't care what people say. They can get mad at me. If Trump was in office, this would have never went down. Trump 2024. They just had a Trump rally in the South Bronx.
South Bronx, yeah, you told me that.
South Bronx.
And that's all Latins and blacks there.
Latins and blacks got tired of the Democrats scheming us and lying to us. And the Republicans said, we told you so.
What they're wondering about here. Because they're saying to themselves, what's the problem if you're on the left? There's a big problem if you're on the right. No, it ain't that simple. We have to understand that We don't want people eating out of garbage cans. We don't want people starving. We don't want people separated from their children and children separated from their parents. We don't want this.
And I'm torn, right? Because you never want to see somebody without food or without housing, or, I mean, migrants have babies and you want to make sure that they're okay, that they can eat, that their kids are taken care of. But it's just always weird that, you know, we have so many homeless people in so many different places, right? New York is full of homeless people. Jersey's full of homeless people. I just, it feels crazy that we didn't take care of our own for years. And now it's like, you jump on migrants to help them so fast, and it's just like I see so many. You go to any city, no matter what city you go, you see the homelessness through the roof, and it just seems like, when do we help those people?
Yeah,
I'm not torn at all. America first. Okay, and I don't understand how nobody can understand why folks are upset about this. If you have a bunch of people who can't afford food themselves, like you just said, Envy, who are struggling to get food on the table, they might even have a hard time accessing those benefits themselves. They are going to be upset when they see someone getting those resources before them, especially when those people aren't from here. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's just, and by the way, folks feel like this about anything. We feel like this about war. It don't matter if it's Israel, Ukraine, migrants. Anytime folks see large amounts of money being spent on anyone but them, they're going to feel away.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Well, humanity-wise, you just, you know, regardless if they're a migrant or not, you just don't want to see somebody starving.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to see somebody without housing, especially when you see them kids. But
don't cut the line.
You're right. I'm with you.
If we got so many homeless people here, people here starving.
Back in line.
You got to get in line. That's all we saying.
Yep.
Get in line.
Because you know that $53 million could be used to help the homeless that are feeding off the street, that are on the streets.
But, you know, people are going to complain, the people that were here before the migrant. We didn't have no money. Now they saying they got money. They better get the shit together. We need law and order.
I'm going to tell you what I feel about this. We have homeless vets here in this city and state, and we're not even taking care of our own people. I believe in helping everybody, but how do we go about helping other people when we're not even taking care of?
We don't want to be cruel and inhumane. But illegal immigration has become incredibly pervasive.
Yeah, man.
Since the Biden administration has taken office. We all know that he's capitulated to the extreme left. And even though we wouldn't say specifically and definitively that the borders are open, every time you turn around, particularly in states like Texas and Arizona, and to a lesser degree, California, it is an extreme problem. Well, guess where else it's a problem? It's a problem in New York City.
Yup.
My home. And I got to tell you something right now.
Talk to me.
If it wasn't for my daughter being there, I'd be gone.
Because you know what? A lot of people, when they don't see it, they don't see the chaos, they really think it's political talking points. When it's not, it's reality. It's a problem that was happening in Texas and Arizona. Now it's happening in New York. Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, man. Every day the crime rate is going to be crazy this summer. Let's see how it goes, man. Before November, there's going to be a lot of shit going on.
If Donald Trump wins, it's going to be chaotic because everybody's going to try to come quickly before the man takes office and start deporting everybody.
Yeah.
My prediction.
Yeah.
It's going to be a run to the border, but let's keep listening.
But let's see.
Don't like what I'm seeing. But it's not just because of migrants or illegal immigration. It's because it's mayhem.
Yep.
Folks don't know how to act. It's not an accident that the former president keeps bringing up law and order, law and order, law and order, because those are catchwords. Those are the kind of things that make you go to the polls and vote.
You see, like I was saying. You see?
It's more than catchword. It's the reality that is chaotic right now. In the Democrat, in the media, you don't hear that. You don't hear the fact that this is chaotic, that this is some crazy time. No, they hide it. They keep calling them migrants. We got to help the migrants. We got to help the migrants.
No, this is the thing that separates us from other countries. Law and order. If now you see people riding horses in the street, jumping their style, doing whatever they want on the sidewalk, spitting garbage, it's crazy.
They forget to include the word illegal migrants who went ahead and just jumped two cops. Who in the hell beats up police officers?
Brutal attack, just further proof as the most recent stats show that assaults on officers are on the rise.
Fox 5's Kendall Green live in Times Square with more tonight. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. Many have already seen that disturbing video and wonder how it happened in the first place. And they also wonder how those 5 men have already been released from custody. But we're learning tonight assaults on police officers across the city are part of a growing, troubling trend.
Yeah, you can only do that in New York. They don't do that shit down south. Shit.
And not only do I blame the politician for letting the migrants in, the judges that let them out with no bond, no bail.
Yo, it's crazy. But a lot of people right now, they are waking up. They are waking up. And I got one dude that I wanted to show you. Hold on, let me see if I can show you right now. I was shocked. Check this out.
An executive order about 4 quote-unquote settlers in Judea, Samaria, aka the West Bank. Some troublemakers, 3 of the 4 have already been arrested. You issue an executive order about 4 troublemaking ups who've already been arrested in Judea, Samaria.
And those are the guys that you're talking about.
100 plus hostages still being held in Gaza. You're talking about that, but you got nothing.
It's insane.
Kind of fear, but a fear tinged with frustration. Because when you hear about migrants receiving $53 million in prepaid credit cards, the Eric Adams administration in the mayor's office in New York City will tell you it's going to save about $600,000 a month. But that's not how poor people are looking at it. You know what black poor people are looking at it like? You know what Latinos who happen to be poor that arrived in this country are looking at it like? Where that money come from us? I could have used it. I could use the extra $500 a month. I could use the extra $1,000 a month. What it came down to for me is this. I see homeless folks in the streets of New York all the time that are American citizens. I damn sure see them in California. We've got poor, impoverished, starving people who were born and raised in this nation. How in the hell do we come up with a $53 million pilot program for illegals, but folks who are here legally are born here, we don't have enough for them? Just like we could come up with billions for Ukraine, but somehow, some way, we can't fix the homeless problem. How the hell do you print money for foreign countries, but you don't print that money to help eradicate folks that are starving right here in the streets of America who were born and raised here?
They're staying in Times Square and they want to get the food that they want to get. So now, right. And it's a test program with only 500 migrants, even though there's thousands of migrants in New York City. They're just testing this out with 500 people.
Yo, listen, these migrants that came in, you got to learn the ropes, learn the city. You got to eat with the rats. You got to move through the ladder. You can't just start from Fifth Avenue. No, you got to go nice and slowly, step by step. You know what I mean?
They're skipping everything. They're not even taking steps.
They're not taking steps. Hell no. It's too cold. They get a North Face coat. Oh, that brand new. Boom.
Here are the stipulations. Migrants eligible for the program must sign an affidavit stating they will only spend the funds on food and baby supplies, or else they will lose access to funds, the report said. Another stipulation: the amount available to each family depends on their size and how much income they are receiving, according to a contract reviewed by the Post. A family of 4 might be provided nearly $1,000 each month, or $35 per day for food. If the pilot program is a success with the initial 500 migrant families, it'll be expanded to all migrant families staying in hotels, which is currently at $15,000, according to this report. More than 150,000 migrants have arrived in New York City since 2022, overwhelming.
That's insane. He just said 150,000 migrants?
Registered. But there's more that came unregistered. So this shit is crazy. I'm telling you.
I'm super happy that Stephen A is waking up. More and more people are going to wake up to understand that we are in a crisis and we need somebody to handle this.
Verbal or life.
Yo, boy. That's it. We've been here for 20 seconds. Ya estamos dry as hell. I can see you about to pass out. That's why I got my water ready. I ain't playing with you, man. You don't pay commercial. You asshole.
All I'm gonna say is this. Thank you for watching. This is the first time on the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button.
Hit the button. Please subscribe to Verbal on Life. We want to create enough content for Noel, myself, Nate No Filter, and we here just to entertain. And by the way, it's all our opinion. We don't want you to be offended. If you disagree, just leave your comment below. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it below. It's all good.
Write your comments below because we definitely want to talk to you guys and keep the communication open. Let's all be verbal on life. Peace.
Peace.
And
Diablo, estaba largo ese episodio. Mierda. Stephen A.G. se habla mierda. I thought he was going to talk. Nigga said, yeah, because Paradise, my daughter, this. I'm like, yo, my man is taking it personal.
Me too, y'all said, whoa, he talks a lot.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I felt like I'm in the concert. Do. Yo, that motherfucker. Oye, yo me arranqué. Me arranqué aquí. Yo, I have my shit full. It went down. God damn.
Yo, I ran out of things to say. I'm like, okay, I'm tired.
I know, even you said the border. And then you pause for a minute. Man, this nigga, Stephen A. Smith fucked me up.
Yo. Hey, hopefully you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right, peace.
Okay, New York City specifically has a right to shelter policy, meaning anyone who asks for shelter must get the shelter.